Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Best IT Solution, and today we will discuss a very important topic, that is HTTP status code which is used in REST API. So what are the HTTP status code mostly used in REST API? We will discuss one by one. Okay. So generally there are series like 1 series, 2 series, 3 series, 4 series and 5 series. So what are the codes goes under the 1 series, that is 100, that is means continue. If we will get the status code of 100, that is request is continue going. And second is 101, that is switching protocols, that is protocol is switching from one request to another request. And 102 means the request is now under process, that is processing. So 100 means continue, 101 is switching protocols, and 102 is for the processing the request. Okay. And then 2 series. So 2 series, the first one is 200. So if you will got this status code as 200, that means it is okay, that means the request is successfully execution is success. So that is status 200 means okay. 201, that means it is created, that means the request is now created, under created. 202 means the request is accepted. You need to wait for some time, the request is your request has been accepted. Okay. And 204 means no content. If you request, you suppose you have sent a post request, but in that request you have not sent any content, so you will get the request as response code as 204, that means no content available in this request. So then 3 series. In 3 series, status codes are like 300 means multiple choices. If there are multiple choices in a request, then you will get the 300 status code. And the 301, that means moved permanently. If your request is moved from one API to another API, or from one environment to another environment, then you will get the response code as 301. 302 means found. If you are searching for something and you will got that means you will got the 302, that means found. 304 means not modified, that means your request has not modified, so you will get the 304 status code. 305 means used proxy. If some proxy has used, fake is used, then you will get the 305 status code. 307 means temporary redirect. If your request is redirect to another services or another environment for temporarily only, then you will get this status code as 307, means temporary redirect. So these are the status code under 3 series: 300, 301, 302, 304, 305, 307. Then 4 series. The 4 series means this is the client side error. Mostly these 4 series error response codes are for client side error. So first is 400. 400 bad request. If your request is not authorized, that then you will get the bad request. Request is not there are some problem in the request. And 401 means unauthorized. If you have given some either credentials, or you have access something which you have not permission to you, so then you will get the 401, that is means you are unauthorized to access these resources. 402 means payment required. So if you have request something, and you are waiting for your request required some payment options, so then you will get the 402 means payment required. 403 means forbidden. So if you are requesting for some resources, and but the resources is unable to provide you, then you will get the 403, that means forbidden. That means the from the server side, they have denied to avail the resource or to give the service to the you, that means forbidden. You have forbidden or denied from the server. 404 means page not found. If the proper particular page is not accessed, then it is 404. That means which page you are searching, that page is not getting from the server. So that is 404, page not found. That particular page is not present in the your code, your application. And 405 means method not allowed. So method not allowed is like, suppose you have you have created a post request, but that API is accepting only the get request, or the API is built in such a way that it will only accept the get request, but you are giving the post request, then you will get the error as 405, that is method not allowed. So method not allowed, also like there is get, post, put, delete. So for other operations, other methods are there. So post method is not allowed for get, and put method is also not allowed for get. So in this way, this is the mapping things. So if you are in the API is for delete mapping, but you are getting the send the request for post, then it will also, so the method not allowed. Another is 406, that is not acceptable. If you are sending some things, some request, but that request is not acceptable by the server. So in client side also, client side only it is on not acceptable error throwing. So that is 406, not acceptable. Another is like 408, that is request timeout. That means when you requesting for some resources, and the request and the resources is taking too much time to give the response, then only we can also give the 408. So this is happen in case like, suppose you are trying to access some resource, and that resource is depends on some another service, or some another payment method response. So in that case, if they from that service response is not coming to your service, then it will take too much time. So in this that case, you will get the 408, that is request timeout. You need to give the request again in that case. And 4089 means conflict means, suppose you are sending a request, and there are more than one APIs are can accept that request, so there is a conflict maybe arise, that is ambiguity situation. So which API should handle this request in server side. So in this case, in client side only you will get the 409, that is conflict to access the request or to execute the request. Okay. So these are the 4 series, and another one is 5 series, that is the server side error. The 5 series are mainly it is happen in server side. So 500 means internal server error. So if any type of error happens in back end or in server side, that will you will get 500. Suppose you are accessing some API, that API is not available, or you are accessing some API, that API going to sourcing for depends on the database, and the database is taking too much time, or database is not started, or server is not started, service stopped. So in this case, in that case, you will get the 500 internal server error. So there are many situations where you get that, you can get this 500 response code. And 501, the 501 code means not implemented. Suppose you are you got an request, and that request, that particular API is not implemented, that particular API is not defined, or that particular API is also not found. In that case, 501 is error you will get. If that particular controller or particular handler is not defined in the server side, in that case you will get the 501 errors status code. Bad gateway, so 502 means bad gateway. Bad gateway, suppose you are accessing some request, and that request is um, another post or delete, or another things it need, or some username, password, credential also you will, if you will give the wrong, then you can also get the bad gateway, means that gateway is unavailable for the time being now. Okay. 503 means service unavailable. Suppose you are searching for a request, and that service is down now, so service is unavailable. You will see when you are searching for some websites, and that's if that website is not started, or website is not sometimes the website is down, or some banking service you can see, you can sometimes face that the banking service is unavailable or service is down. So in different for different reasons that may happen, that service may not be available for the current situation. So in that case, you will get the 503 series. And 504 means gateway timeout. Suppose you are requesting for some things and that request is traversed to another gateway, API gateway or some other things, and that gateway taking too much time to give the response to you. So at that time also gateway timeout error you will show, and you get the error as 504. And 508 status code means loop detected. So suppose you will your request is going to, when your request is coming to the backend, and for particular API executing the request, and that API is depending upon some other API, or and then that API also depend upon this API. So in this way, if loop, that means first API one, suppose the API 1 API 2 API 3, that means API 1 is depend upon the API 2, and API 2 is depend upon API 3, and API 3 is also depend upon API 1. So in that case, there is a circular dependency arises. So in this, there is a looping things. So it will take too much time though. If there is a loop detected between API or between service also, service 1, service 2, if you are searching for some resources or some response, and that response is going to the service 1, and service 1 depends upon the service 2, service 2 is depends on service 3, again service 3 depends upon the service 1. So in that case also you will get the 508, that is loop detected. Okay, so these are the there are not like that, these are the this much status codes are there. Beyond this also there are a lot of that much more things, lot of status code also there in which is found in REST API. These are the some common mostly which is we have seen in our application running. Okay. Okay, so if you will get some knowledge from this video, and if you want to motivate me, please like, share the video and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you guys.